This Protoman review is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store, the ultimate in toys. So 2015 is looking sweet so far. So, how about another one? We're gonna do another bootleg, another one that I've had since I was a little boy. As much as a little boy as I could be back in 1997. But this one here is a G1 Junior bootleg of Thunderwing, but it's actually a whole wave just of this one character. So this is Protoman, this is Protoretro, and let's do this. Protoretro. Now how it went down essentially was back in late 1997, I came across a whole bunch of these in Montreal's Chinatown. And oddly enough, I mean, this is kind of rare for bootlegs, but that bootleg actually put their address and everything on it. Now granted, this place doesn't exist anymore, but if you know Place d'Armes Metro Station in Montreal, that is like the heart of Chinatown. And they had a whole bunch of these. And what attracted me to them, first of all, aside from the fact that they were only $1, was that, I mean, just the box art even. So like, yeah, in case you didn't notice, this bubble peeled right off. That's how bad the glue was. Chinatown glue. The box art was clearly the 1989 G1 back of the box art, and it even says there Pierrefonds Quebec Transformer, you know, bootleg. You know, had the box art from G1 '89, and it even cross-selled. Looks like Chrome Dome over there, and then you had obviously the Thunderwing, and the other one. Actually, let me get one that doesn't have the sticker on the back here. And this one's interesting. This is actually Mock Lander from the Brave series, bootleg of it too. Which actually there's a lot of bootlegs of him kicking around. So, but oddly enough, I would never find anything that would have this card back with those other two toys. Mock Lander would show up in a whole bunch of other bootlegs around the world, but I've never seen a Chrome Dome bootleg. And judging by the size of these, the Mock Lander is about the same size of this, but I've never seen a Chrome Dome of that size outside of the Chrome Dome Jr. official toy release that exists in Takara. So anyway, so this is, sorry to get off there, but this is a Thunderwing bootleg. And here's an original Thunderwing, just to give you an idea of size next to them. So there is Thunderwing, and there's his bootleg. Now, the thing with Thunderwing, the original G1 toy, was he was a Mega Pretender. And Mega Pretenders, obviously, they had the smaller robot inside and a whole bunch of things. I think the reason why they went with that Thunderwing mold was because the other Mega Pretenders, which were Vroom and Crossblades, they actually required that little robot in order to do the transformation properly, where here's one that's open. You didn't need that in the case of Thunderwing here. Now, the one that I opened up obviously was the one that was green and blue, because that's probably the closest we could get to the original Thunderwing over there, considering there's pink, red, yellow, and green, and this one. And so it was essentially, you know, very similar. Fold that, and there you go. Now, granted, the peg hole was too small compared to the peg hole that's needed here, but that's essentially it. And I mean, to me, it's kind of like one of the few Thunderwing toys that exist, because Thunderwing, outside of his G1 toy, he didn't have much else. This thing barely stands, by the way, because of the mold flash. So on top of that, he's just going to lie back there. Thunderwing didn't have a lot of toys. He had essentially that one, the original G1 one, which did come out in Japan. He came out in Japan as Black Shadow in the Victory line, which was a retool of that. And then you had the United/Generations release, which is probably the only other Thunderwing toy outside of that. So this is the closest we have to another Thunderwing toy, and it's kind of a junior version, if you want to consider it anything. It's that junior scale that other Transformer Juniors had. But kind of cool. It actually did come with a gun, though, but I mean, it was weird. Some of these bootlegs, because the bubbles were practically falling off even when I bought them, the guns were missing on some of them. But here's the gun, and the gun wasn't even a retool or a remolding of the original Pretender guns. It was just a brand new gun that I can't really pinpoint where the origin of that gun comes from. But yeah, that's Thunderwing the Bootleg, Thunderwing Jr, whatever you want to call it. A very weird bootleg that I had all these years, and one that not many people have ever documented. So just wanted to run that by you people and take a look at that one. So this is Protoman and Protoretro, and this has been a video review of the Thunderwing Jr. bootleg from 1997. So until then, guys, take care and roll out.